Joining us via Zoom is Linda Byrd with ways to use the helpful, stars and the astrology here. Now, you are a local astrologer, also president of NCGR Sacramento, which is the astrologers club here in Sacramento region. Thanks for being with us this morning. I know a lot of planetary shifts happening up in the cosmos, just like right here on Earth. So let's talk about how these energies might be playing a role when it comes to astrology. I know we had the full moon last night, but we got to first go back to the beginning of the year, because you mentioned when you were on the show back in October about the Saturn-Pluto conjunction. Can you quickly tell us about that? Because it might give us a better insight on what is happening right now.
Okay. Well, for one thing, the astrologers have been predicting or have been telling people that 2020 was going to be a really big year. And the things that we were looking at were the alignment of Saturn and Pluto. And Saturn is all about structure, government, or finances, that kind of thing. And Pluto is about transformation and changing all of that. And I think all of us can see, looking in the rearview mirror, that our system was not exactly working for everybody. And so the beauty of astrology is that we get a warning of what's coming up, but we also see that there's a higher purpose and that this isn't just happening randomly.
Absolutely. So when you go back to that conjunction that you mentioned, the planets in January, now it is looking at it, it's like a breakdown of our structures, but you also say like an awakening to a new reality, right?
Exactly. Yes. I was part of a forecast panel for the year, and they asked us to put in a phrase what we thought the year was going to be, and my phrase was awakening to a new reality. I didn't think it was going to be quite so literal, but that's pretty much where we're living now.
Yeah, we are seeing it here play out for sure. Now let's fast forward now to June 2020. Another major shift happening up in the cosmos. We have 3 eclipses. The first one happened last night, and we got 2 more coming up. Tell us about what those mean, or what it means astrologically, and how it could affect people.
Right. Eclipses are always a harbinger of change. And it's unusual to have 3 eclipses in a row. So this first eclipse was lined up with a lot of other planets. It was like a messenger, you might say, that we have big changes coming up. And I think we're seeing that in the zeitgeist right now.
Right. And I know some of your notes, you mentioned that, with eclipses, they sort of help to bring shift and change and sort of eclipse out what no longer serves us. So in a way, it's helping to push things forward, to progress forward. Now, we got about 30 seconds left. I know we want to talk about maybe going forward with the energies of the full moon and how we can sort of anchor in some of the positivity that you encourage everyone to have during this time.
Yeah, well, one of the big things is to don't believe everything you think. One of the planets or signs involved is Sagittarius, which is about our beliefs. And so try to be very mindful and to listen more to your heart than to your head, because there's a lot of confusion going on.
Absolutely, and you're going to be back with us in the next hour talking about another big thing happening in the cosmos. 6 planets are retrograde. What does that mean? Well, Linda, you'll be joining us on the next hour to talk a little bit more about that, but right now we will head to break. I will have more with Linda Byrd, local astrologer, here to hopefully give us a little insight on the connections with the moon, the stars, and all of us here on planet Earth. We'll be right back. More good day coming up.